some people may or may not know that last year the National Council on Intellectual Disability changed its name to Inclusion Australia, and I'm president of Inclusion Australia. There you go. Well, that's the good news. The bad news is that Inclusion Australia has been defunded by the federal government. We're not going to take that laying down, and we're not going to go away. We're going to continue to fight on. And one of the reasons we're going to continue to fight on is that we believe that for the last 60 years, our national organisation has done a fearless, wonderful job of representing the interests of people with intellectual disability and their families to the Australian community and to the Australian government. Over the last 7 or 8 years, one of the wonderful things that Inclusion Australia has done has supported the development of a national self-advocacy network known as Our Voice. In just about every state of Victoria, we now have Our Voice representatives who sit on the NCID or Inclusion Australia board as equal contributing board members, and they have really taken charge of the leadership of our organisation, which is a wonderful thing. At the last board meeting, which was in Newcastle, one of my fellow board members put a proposal. He made a speech about him being unhappy with the name of the National Disability Insurance Scheme. He wasn't happy with that name, and he had a proposal for a better name. And we were so impressed by the idea and the proposal that we've embraced it, and we are certainly going to be campaigning for that name change. But to explain it to you, I'm going to call on that particular board member, Michael Sullivan, who is from New South Wales, Sydney in particular. He's gone shy. Now come on, Michael, here we are.
Good morning, everyone. I am Michael Sullivan. I am here to talk to you about what the NDIS should mean. We are the ones. We are at the centre of the NDIS. The D in the NDIS stands for disability, and we are the ones who are at the centre of the scheme. The I stands for insurance. But this is confusing. It does not sound positive. It sounds like something might go wrong. How would that make you all feel? It could make you feel worried. We need to look on the positive side of things. What is the positive message? The NDIS is not meant to be in charge of your life. It means to support you to move forward in a positive way. So I say the I in the NDIS should stand for investment. We are worth the investment. We want to ensure that our investment is safe. So, what do I mean when I say investment? It means putting something in to make it grow, to improve. And through growth comes a worthy life. To move forward, we need people to believe in us, to back us up and create opportunities. When people have confidence in us, then we start to believe in ourselves. From there, we can grow and move forward. It is a short-term investment for a long-term gain. We have been waiting for a long time for this investment to come. How can you put a price on a person's life when the person's life is worth the investment? This does not sound like insurance to me. We need to invest in our ability, not our disability. We all have limitations, but we still have our abilities. And the focus should be on our ability. We want to be seen as a person who has abilities and that we are able, and this is how we want to be seen. By seeing our abilities and what we are able to do with our abilities, they are investing in us and in our future. By investing in us, this shows the idea of believing we are worth the investment. Self-worth of the investment. What does the self mean? The self-worth is about the person having self-esteem and confidence from believing in from the start. Being invested in from the beginning gives dignity and respect. And from this comes confidence in ourselves, and that is very important. The investment means so much to a person because it goes towards a bigger outcome. And the bigger the outcome is that we give and contribute to our community where we live. We can give to our community. It is not so much of take now. It's more about giving. There should be give and take, and we give openness. We want to realise our potential for self-worth and the potential of the person. We want to create a new way of thinking about our lives. Our human rights are the foundation for moving forward. The NDIS should support us to achieve our human rights. We need to build a new way of thinking about the NDIS. We need to change the words to change the thinking. It is through investment we can reach our potential. And everyone has potential. You just need to find a way to tap into it. The NDIS should be about true inclusion. True inclusion is a partnership where people have equal value. True inclusion is being able to steer these changes in our way. So go out there is a life. Go out there and find it. This is not a close of a talk. This is my invitation to you. Take this message into your life. Thank you.
Well done, mate. That's great. Really good. Fantastic. Thank you. Didn't I tell you, isn't that a great idea? Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you very much, Michael.
Thank you.
I'm sure we'll find a bottle of wine for you at the back there. And I'm sure people will find Michael over the next day or two and have a chat with him about it too. Thanks again, mate.
Thank you. Thank you, mate, and all.